Cardinal Wrestling fans. Welcome to this episode of Cardinal Clips, brought to you on Wednesday, March 5th. Recapping the big weekend for us. This past weekend was the conference championship, Pac-12 Championships, and we hosted. It was an awesome atmosphere. We had over 2,300 fans in the stands for Sunday. Tons of alumni, a lot of supporters, people on campus, administrators, students. It was just an awesome atmosphere, and we really fed off the energy. Although we fell short of our team goal of winning the conference championship, we finished in second, which was a program best for us. It tied a program best. In 2008, we finished second as well, but that's the highest we finished as a team. We had 4 champions. We went 4 for 4 in the finals. We had more champions than any team. We're sending 5 to nationals, which ties a record for most guys going to the NCAA tournament. So just overall awesome weekend. It was great seeing our alumni. You know, just a great day for Cardinal Wrestling. All right, taking a look at our guys individually. We had 2 guys finishing 5th. That was Matt Corelli at 141 pounds and Peter Galli at 157 pounds. Both those guys scored points for us and won their last match, so that's always a bonus. Corelli, he went out with a bang there. He had a big win for 5th and 6th. He ended up beating the Cal Poly kid by 6 and just missed out on the major, so way to finish off the tournament on a high note. Much of the same for Peter at 157 pounds. Peter finished in 5th, but had a big win for 5th and 6th and really controlled his opponent and went out with a W. So we're looking for next year for bright things for those 2 guys and excited about the future. We had 2 4th-place finishers. Finishing 4th for us were Donovan Halpin at 149 pounds and Zach Nevels at 184 pounds. You know, Donovan, what a story he is. I think all of you guys know. Walk-on turned captain, turned starter. Great story. Exciting part of Donovan's tournament was his win over the Cal State Bakersfield kid, Dalton Kelly. He'd never beat that kid before and figured out how to come out on top. And you know, it was just awesome for the coaching staff to watch. You know, him finish in the tournament and beat a guy they had never beat before. Zach Nevels, a freshman, he had a big pin early in the tournament, and then another win on the backside, finished in 4th place, but just scored points and fought hard, and we're excited for his future. We had 2 guys finish in 3rd. One of them was Josh Marchak, our heavyweight. Josh, a very remarkable story and season, really. I don't know if a lot of people know, but Josh battled a significant injury all year. Probably saw he had a big brace on since December. He actually has a torn ACL and has been pushing through that for the team and for himself, and found a way to win a lot of big matches. And finished 3rd here, had a big pin in the 3rd and 4th place match, which pushed him into a true 2nd place match. So he got a chance to wrestle to go to nationals. Awesome job by Josh. And one other tidbit of information on him, he actually wrestled all 5 guys in his weight class, if you can imagine that. There's 6 guys in the weight, he's one of them. He ended up wrestling all 5 guys. So great job, Josh, and way to put yourself in position and just a true representative of Cardinal caliber. Then at 174 pounds, Kyle Meyer. Man, what a story. 5th-year senior, a kid who's battled injuries through his career, and wow, was it exciting to watch him take 3rd and to punch his ticket to Oklahoma City in the NCAA tournament. Kyle was in a weight where it was very deep. He showed up and was ready to wrestle. His big match against the kid from Arizona State, who we had a barn burner with in our duel, he really controlled it, and there was no doubt from the first whistle to the end, and that was awesome. And then you go into that match for 3rd and 4th where you win, you qualify, you lose, you're done, and he showed up. He had a big win, ended up sealing the deal, and so it was awesome to see Kyle fight through what he's fought through over the last couple of years and see it all pay out. And now on to our conference champions. As I mentioned before, we had 4 guys in the finals and all 4 won, so excited to talk about these guys. First off, at 125 pounds was Evan Silver. Evan is now a conference champ after finishing runner-up last year as a freshman. He punched his way to the NCAA tournament in Oklahoma City via 3 wins at the Pac-12 Championships, went 3-0, and we project Evan to be a top seed. He should probably be in the top 12 at the NCAA tournament, so excited for him. Up next at 133 pounds was senior Ryan Mango. Ryan captured his 2nd conference championship by beating a top 20 ranked guy in the finals, really controlled the match, got to only 2 takedowns, and just put together a game plan and ended up winning 5-2. So great job, Ryan. We expect he'll be a seed at the Nationals as well, probably in the top 12, and he's looking to be a 3-time All-American, so big things to come in the next couple weeks. Next conference champ was Jim Wilson at 165 pounds. Jim's a freshman. He's had just an extraordinary season this year, over 30 wins, and actually his conference championship as a freshman is the first time in 21 years that a Stanford Cardinal has done that. Jimmy Aguirre did it in 1993, and now Jim's the 2nd. So great job. He was really dominant throughout the tournament. He scored a lot of points and just looked outstanding. Won handily in the finals and had a lot of points in his earlier matches. And then up at 197 pounds was Dan Shear. Dan, another senior captain, an awesome match. He ended up taking down a guy who was an All-American. and has been ranked as high as #1 in the country for a big part of the year. He pulled out the overtime victory, really controlled the match from the first whistle, pushed the pace, and figured out how to get the winning takedown in overtime, electrified the crowd, got everyone going nuts, and that win gave him the Outstanding Wrestler Award at the end of the tournament, which was another awesome accomplishment for Dan. And all his hard work's paying off. We think he'll be seated at Nationals, and we're excited for what he can do in Oklahoma City. All right, now we're going to give you a chance to hear directly from our conference champions and NCAA qualifiers right after their matches at the conference tournament.
Wrestling here in front of the home fans was great. I mean, I got a couple takedowns. I could hear the crowd go wild. You know, that's a great atmosphere, and it really charged me up. So I think that really helped me during my wrestling, and I'm so excited to go to Nationals. This is what I've been training most of my life for, and it's just unbelievable.
For me, it meant a lot last year being in the finals and not having things go my way. Definitely left a bitter taste in my mouth, so it was great to have the atmosphere that we had in Maples Pavilion. You know, it was a great crowd, and I loved every second of it.
You know, it's always good to compete in front of the home fans, and it was a special moment, you know, my last time wrestling here, and performing in front of the fans, so I'm glad I was able to come out with a win for a Cardinal, and looking forward to Nationals.
Dude, it feels great. I gotta thank God for just giving me the strength to make it through. It's just such an honor to be able to wrestle here in front of the home crowd, be able to have all my family and my high school coaches come out and support me. You just think about all the hard work that we've put in throughout the entire year, and seeing it pay off really means a lot.
It was great, you know, finishing out my home career here in front of the fans. It was, I mean, incredible, especially in that last match, coming down to it at the end. I could hear, you know, the crowd going crazy, and I knew, I mean, we were home and they were cheering for me, so it kind of gave me a little extra effort to get that takedown.
It was awesome getting to come out here. I only got to see him once, to wrestle once in college besides for on TV. And so finally getting to come out to Stanford and watch him in his last meet at Stanford and get his first Outstanding Wrestler Award of his college career.
I think it's because he was here. I had him here. We got to bring him more tournaments because I wrestle better when he's around.
I'm planning a road trip to Oklahoma City already.
You better be, yeah.
So
if I come to Oklahoma, I'll probably definitely win it. You know, I mean, it's a lock. If he's
pretty much,
I'm winning it.
I'm going to gas up the car, 6-hour drive. I'll be there. Count on me. More wins. Possibly more OWs.
Good. Yeah. Why not? OW the NCAA tournament. I already got this one, so why not the next? Why not OW the NCAA tournament?
All right, that's going to do it for this episode of Cardinal Clips. Over the next 15 days, we're going to be training hard, getting ready for the first whistle in Oklahoma City. We appreciate all your support. Thanks for all of our alumni, friends, family, everybody that supports the program for coming out on Sunday and making it a great event. As always, go Cardinal, and remember, that's the bird, not the color. Just kidding. That's the color, not the bird.